And back behind those horses, I Am Unstoppable. Osmosis at the clock tower, led by a length to Shinzo, Arkansas Kid, and I Am Unstoppable is running on. The leader, Osmosis, with 50 metres to go. Osmosis is clear and will take it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Quaddie Poddy. Oh, geez, I'm rusty. The Mock Sports presents the Quaddie Poddy Magic Millions edition. Cashy joined by Nick. How are you, mate?
Yeah, man, doing good. Good to be here for a little summer special. How's your New Year, man? Christmas, New Year, how was it?
It was good, mate. It was chill down in the old country Victoria. Got to catch some country races. Just happened to be driving through Colac as the Colac races were on, so we thought we'd drop in for the Quaddie. Didn't tip any winners, and then we decided to go out to Yarra Valley while Dad dropped by some wineries and dropped Will and I off, and we had a bit of a bet, bumped us into some followers as well. So our reach goes far and wide. Apparently, we're in country Victoria, which is good to see. How was yours?
Yeah, good, man. Went away for a little bit over New Year's, which was good, and yeah, feeling pretty reset now. Getting into the new year, footy's returning soon, and a lot of golf going on right now. I've got a couple golf videos coming out soon, which is huge for us. I know it's something we've been wanting to do for a long time, and hopefully we can turn some stuff into some good content for everyone, and hopefully everyone likes it.
100%, mate. You know, this is always really our reset for the year. Obviously, those who are, dying to hear our voices every week, you're going to have to wait at least another month for that till English Millennium Day is our traditional kickoff point, and then you'll be having us for a couple of months there. But, we nice like to reset, ease back into things. Magic Millions is the first big race day of the year. And then, we take another month break and then away we go for the year. But like you said, we've been working on a lot of things, working on golf content. That's a big thing we're hopefully going to build this year. Footy also on the horizon. Trying to get back into interviews this year. Big year for the Mock Sports, hopefully.
Yeah, we're definitely, we'll let you know now. We're going to head up to Brisbane in a couple of months as well. So hopefully we can lock in some different type of stuffs there, which me and Cashy are working on now. So, yeah, big year for us, and we're looking forward to seeing what it brings. We know we've put in 80 to 85% over the last couple of years, and this is our year that we're really going to push and put a lot more time into it, and a lot of maybe a bit of extra cash into it and stuff as well. So we're looking forward to it.
100%. And not only is it going to be a big year for the Mock Sports, it's going to be a big year for the Mock Sports X Monarch partnership. The 3 horses we've got with them, they're currently up at the Gold Coast just buying up a storm. They've bought an Animo. I wish that I could afford a share in that one, but unfortunately not. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely huge. We've got She's a Sort, October Star, and Smashing Machine.
What a name.
Unreal name. The Smashing Machine, or just Smashing Machine as it's going to be known by. Hopefully we can get a picture of it sorted soon, and it'll join the lineup here of our horses. Those wondering what's going on with them, Smashing Machine's currently in a paddock, getting fat and happy and stronger and bigger, ready to come back into the stable soon enough, and then it's probably going to head off to the races, hopefully. Be our first 2-year-old runner. We had to wait until She's a Sort and October Star were both 3-year-olds to run. Speaking of, October Star going to be making its debut in the next couple of weeks. It's been nominated for a 900-metre race at Newcastle. I almost said Hawkesbury. And then also a 1,000-metre race at Kembla Grange. We're just going to see how the fields go, what's the setup sort of be, and pick the right one. It's what we did with She's a Sort. It was nominated for 2. We picked what we thought was the better field, better chance to win, and got pipped on the line there. And of course, She's a Sort has already trialled. It's going to try one more time and then back to the races for her. And we have big aspirations for her, don't we?
Yeah, she's looking good, and looking forward to her, and she's mine. So that's the best bit.
She is yours as well. But you need to actually see her in the flesh, mate. You're the one that didn't rock up to her first start, all because you're in a semi for football. Jeez, what's more important?
Because I was playing a prelim final for AFL that I was in the captaincy of as well. So
no one blames you there.
yeah,
But
unfortunate, but that is what it is. But yeah, lots more races, and I know she's only kicking up just to start, so she's gonna end well.
100%. Only other thing really before we get into the races is we put we threw down the gauntlet to you guys. We needed 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We needed 10K on TikTok, 10K on Instagram, and you guys came through and did that. So around the launch of the Autumn Carnival, details will come out about a giveaway to give back to you guys. Yeah, and like we said in the last few minutes, big year hopefully, but it wouldn't be a big year. We wouldn't even still be here doing it if it wasn't for you guys. So we want to give back giveaway will likely be some sort of memorabilia. We're just in the midst of figuring out what the best way is of securing it, getting it to you. If we're going to get it and send it to you, or just get your details and get the place to send it to you. It's just a matter of figuring all that out. But we're looking forward to that, aren't we?
Yeah, and I will say, still looking for Poddy Studios. Going to sort that out, and I'll make an oath that I'm hoping that. You know what? I will. It'll be done before we get back to English Millennium.
Jeez,
So,
in the next month.
Yeah, we can get it done, even if it's just getting into a group one and just recording in the corner.
Yeah, it's you'd
It's
be
been long
surprised at how many studios have said yes and then have all of a sudden pulled out. Like, we literally had them secure day of. The closest we got was day of. Nick was almost in the car ready to get there, and then they pulled out and said, no, don't come. And then we went, oh, okay, can we do it another day? A week later, I texted them again, can we do it another day? And a week later, okay, one more time here. Like, can we just get this scheduled? And just ghosted. So
what I honestly, what I think we're going to do is we're just going to book a one-on-one thing, which might cost a little bit extra. And we're not going to tell them that we're recording. And I'll be like, hey, I've lost a bet. I've got to record this, not tell them anything else, and then just do it. I don't see why they'd say no.
yeah, fair enough.
Like, you guys won't be in it. It's just me. But yeah.
And then also, Spice Gauntlet is coming. We're in the midst of securing some very spicy.
Yeah, I think that
things.
makes sense to be done on English Millennium Pod.
Oh, you want to do that mid-pod?
Probably at the end or at the start. Probably at the end. But I think it makes sense to do it on the pod.
If you want to do it mid-pod, you can do it mid-pod, bro.
I think it makes sense.
End of pod sort of thing, yeah, finish it off.
I think it makes sense to do it like that.
Okay.
Because it's...
How is your spice tolerance, by the way?
I don't mind a bit of spice, but I'm white. So,
yeah.
So I don't mind a little bit, but I'm not going out eating chilies for fun. So...
Fair enough.
But I think it's a lot of people that are like, it's good for content for the socials and stuff, but you can clip it up and we can clip it up. I think it's better off being in the pod. It comes from the pod. Everyone that watches the pod knows it. And
sure, we can do it mid-pod, bro. I'm glad that it's you, not me. I've eaten a chili mid-pod before, and that was a fun time.
Yeah.
That was also a fun time because your brother decided to put beer in the milk. Okay, because I was drinking the milk and trying to drink it, and it was tasting very off. Turned out it was half milk, half VB. That's why it tasted so shit. But I digress. We're here to talk one thing and one thing only, and that's Magic Millions, okay? We've got 10 races on the card. We're just going to run them down. We're not going to beat around the bush. There's not much to discuss. Last couple of years, we've been more in tap. 2 years ago, we were up there.
We were just talking. I don't know how everyone else feels. It feels very dead for the Magic Millions this year. I don't know if it's... I did say to Cash before we started, it is... kind of a little bit out of our scene where we're trying to be these new young guys in racing, building our own kind of thing. And then Magic Millions is a very old people are involved, expensive horses, rich old people are involved with the Magic Millions. I don't know if it's this year, out of every year, the only stuff I've seen has been Tommy Berry posting about it.
Yeah, like the content side of things hasn't been huge this year. Like when we went up 2 years ago, like we went in thinking, oh, no one's going to want a bar of us.
Yeah.
But everyone was so keen to have a chat, let us do whatever we needed to do. They were embracing young people. They were saying young people get to the sale yards, young people get to the races, get to everything. Like it's the biggest party of the summer on the Gold Coast. But you haven't really seen that this year. I don't know. I feel like racing content in general...
I feel like it, and when we were there two years ago, biggest party on the Gold Coast. I'd say I agree for the stable hands where they're in their own little horse bubble and they all know each other. When we went to the Star and we were with two people that we had met a couple of days ago and they were top blokes. But everyone there was in their own little bubble. They already all knew each other and they were just only sticking to each other. So it's like it's a big party, but you got to be in that crowd. And we were just...
That's fair. Fair. But yeah, we might head up next year. It all just depends on things. But yeah, this year, like, I feel like it also comes down to, I think, the horses that are running. like the last few years, you've had those big boom horses. Like you've got Roaroven and Ninja this year, who we'll talk about later. But do we really think that they've had the same hype as like a Storm Boy when we went up there?
Yeah.
Like the whole town was talking about Storm Boy.
Boy.
And then only a couple of years before that, the whole town's talking
and
about
Gatter.
Cool and Gatter.
Yeah.
Like Waroven, yeah, everyone's chatting about it. Ninja, everyone's chatting about it. But again, it's only that if you know sort of thing. But when it was Storm Boy, everyone knew about it. I had people texting me that had no idea about racing going, this Storm Boy horse, is it going to win? Like, should I load on? Like, who is Storm Boy? Like, I've been told that it's a moral. Do I need to get on? Like, same thing with Cool and Gatter. Like, I feel like if the horses are good, the content's good, the buzz is good, things of that nature. Like Waroven and Ninja are the big boom horses this year, but they don't have the buzz around them as other horses have had, I think, personally.
Fair enough.
All right, let's get into it, mate. The track's going to be soft at the moment. The rail's out 2 meters. The rain usually comes for Magic Millions. Okay, and if it does, probably going to get out to soft 6, soft 7, but the sun isn't predicted to come as much. Only less than 10 mils from here till Saturday is predicted. If it does, you probably get either soft 5 or a good 4 track. But we've been there. We've seen forecasts that say it's not meant to rain and then it rains torrential for 3 hours straight. Okay? That's just the nature of the Gold Coast this time of year. So always you need to find horses that are going to be versatile and can get it done in whatever conditions. Okay? We kick off the day, race 1, 1100 metre Magic Millions maiden. Tricky race here. Misty Vale has the favouritism. Fair play because the form line's around Ice Cool, who was considered one of the top chances in last weekend's Sunlight slot race. That was won by Grafter Burners in the end. That was a moral, if you've ever seen one. I'll just say that quietly. But I'm going to side with a bit of value here. Cool Moon, fantastic trials, inside barrier. Kyle Wilson-Taylor should be able to push up on the fence, either get the lead or leaders back. If the horse doesn't get boxed on the fence, I certainly see it figuring in the finish. $18, $4.30 to place each way. Can't complain.
Fair enough. I'm heading with Buckeye here. Winless boy going through, but 5 starts, 3 second places there. 1 in a maiden, then 1 last start, and then trialing really well in the last 2. $6, good price. Inside barrier, Zach Lloyd going well as always. Buckeye for me in the first. We move to the 1200 meter race number 2. I'm going to be pretty to the point here. I'm going with King Gutho in a pretty open race. Tommy Berry on King Gutho. Win last start. Should go well here. King Gutho always wins when you least expect. Good odds as well.
Fair enough. Anyone could win this race. I mean, it's the highway of Magic Millions in the end. So why not the lads from Mugs Punting, eh? Why not them? Sir Carter has been bashing around country tracks for them for what feels like ages and now gets to a big-time city race with big-time money on the line. It isn't his best distance, I'll say that. Winless from 12 starts doesn't read very well, but won nicely first up, can go on with the job, does its best work second up, will be in the right part of the track. So shout out to you lads, Mugs Punting. Also big names, probably I would say the biggest racing creators outside of Benny Scarf. I would go to say that. So good luck to them. $16 to win, $4.30 to place. Good on you, Mugs Punting boys. We go to the debut, race 3, 1,000 metres. I mean, probably hardest race of the day considering they're all unraced. My girl, Too Darn Lizzie, pissed in this race a couple of years ago. And gee, didn't we get sold a narrative about her?
We?
What do you mean? You were convinced as well.
Oh, you loved her, man. You loved her for a long time. I didn't get on her every start that she ran for a long time.
It's not my fault that literally every person we spoke to said that Gay Waterhouse, this was her horse for slipper season and was even better than Storm Boy. That was her number 1 slipper horse, and then it didn't even run the slipper.
You just love those girl horses. You got a thing for little girl horses.
Oh, mate, that's now that I think about it.
I got to say that again.
Yeah, now that I think about it, Fangirl, very elegant, VS Estina. Yeah, I mean, the only
Osmosis is a boy.
Osmosis is a boy, and Anima is a boy. The 2 others, Ellsberg boy, Ice Bath girl.
Ellsberg was more mine than yours.
Oh, fair. Ice Bath girl, That was yours a bit more. But
No,
I digress.
Anyway.
Waterhouse, I reckon, wins it again. Lady Moscato.
Yeah.
Very strong pedigree, being a home affairs baby, has been sharp in all trials, as Waterhouse horses always are. Keen to see it here, $3.20.
Yeah, I back you in, mate. 100%. Good form to go for. Race number 4, 2,200 meters. Pretty open race here again. I'm going to settle with Major Bill. Probably the best horse in the race, I'd say. One of at least. Yeah, this horse just always runs around all year round. Does well. Pretty weak field. Can get it done. $7.
I'm with you. Big Major Bill guy here. Always happy to be with him. Could just be a lead kick win job if he brings his best, but he does need to bring his best. Those horses will be chasing hard, especially with the likes of, Miss Jolene backing up after a good win last week. Deserves to be favourite, but you're right. Major Bill, he's just always around.
Yeah, for sure.
He's always around. If he brings his best, he is by far the best horse in the field, and he's not even top weight because Miss Jolene came along and, got the bigger weight than him. As we move to race 5, talk about horses that I'm big on here, and big dance to the boom guy. Karen McAvoy rides here for Bjorn Baker. Went on a bit of a tear this summer, going bang, bang, bang 3 races in a row after having a very average back end to the spring. I've been on her every single start. No reason to jump off now. $8.50 to win, $2.80 is way overs, I think. It's not an easy field, but if she brings her best, which is a group winning best, surely that's overs there. I'm on Dance to the Boom in the fillies and mares plate.
I'm going for scripted here at $7.50. I think draws the outside is not helped, and it's the only thing that's making her lose this race. But I'm going to give her a chance here. She won from the outside. She came second from the outside barrier last start. I know it was only a smaller field, but she hit the line pretty well. So going to go with scripted in the fillies and mares. Race number 6, the 1,200 meters here. I'm going to be pretty boring, the instructor for me. I think that's the first favourite of the day that I've settled with. Gay Waterhouse can get it done. Hieronymus as well, $3.50. Second, first up, it's good enough for me. Can get it done.
I'm with you again here, mate. And
Wow.
that tends to be like what happens with us with Magic Millions, and we usually do very, very well on Magic Millions Day. So hopefully that's the same here. Winning form behind the likes of Winchat, Yellow Brick, War Machine in last year's Stradbroke also in there. Narrow loss in the Canterbury Sprint. I think he's going to lead strongly, never look back. Yeah, the instructor for me. And, I know that every sort of person saying it's the best of the day, but I have to agree with them. I think if this horse turns up at its best, it's winning and winning well. Race 7 here. We've got the Magic Millions 2-year-old classic, the one that everyone wants to win. It's the one that everyone's going there this year trying to buy so they can win it the year next. We rattled off a couple of the winners earlier with Stormboy, with Cool Gatter. Okay, this race is usually won by that hot favourite that just beats up on the rest of them because they're just peaking a lot earlier.
Was this was this Isotope as well a couple of years ago? Was he in the 3-year-old? Do you remember Isotope?
Yeah.
I remember I think it was a 3-year-old.
Isotope, yeah, well, it went around both years. It went around in the 2-year-old.
It did well.
And
It did well, didn't it? In one of them. Came second, I think. Only just lost.
I believe that Isotope in away game ran the Quinella here. And then they came back and they did it all over again in the 3-year-old race.
Yeah.
I just want to see who came out on top in that.
I think Isotope came second both times.
Let's just quickly.
I could be wrong. Anyway,
check.
I'll go through mine.
Please do.
I'm going to settle with the favourite, War Woven. As we were saying before, these 2-year-old Magic Million races always seemed, not always, just a lot of the time, it's the favourite that's peaking at the right time and gets it done. So War Woven's definitely the informed horse, and you just got to back them until they lose, I think. So War Woven for me.
Away game did win.
Both times?
I don't know if both times, but Isotope came second.
Yeah, I remember that. Almost fell over. Isotope that race.
Pretty sure that was the 3-year-old one, yeah.
Well, maybe he did fall over in the 3-year-old and maybe didn't. Okay, doesn't matter.
But
that's ball knowledge. That's a long
that
time
is
ago.
ball knowledge. That is ball knowledge. Away game versus Isotope is good ball knowledge. But you are right. Like most of the time, you have these horses. Like if we go through it now that I've got the list up, away game, Shakiro, Cool and Gatter, big boom horse. Skirt the Law wasn't really a boom horse at the time, but was Queensland's number
Boom
one
horse,
seed,
yep.
and came through and beat all the New South Wales horses going up. You had Storm Boy, obviously massive boom horse, who's going to probably end up probably going to be a stud in some weird Saudi Arabian country, like
Still make heaps.
nothing like that. Squib Storm Boy, and then OLA last year, which was sort of upset the pattern there. So, I mean, considering his performances to date, you can see why Warroven is $1.90. Smashed fields in the dry and in the wet, so weather won't be an issue. He's drawn perfectly. Could just be a moral, but am I going to take that price? No, I don't blame you for taking it, but I'm looking at a horse here in Knightsbridge, okay? Each way at $23 to win, $4.30 to place. Each way for sure. Heavier on the place. Roven I will get on if it touches $2, but that price discrepancy of $2 versus $23, more than happy to be on JMac here. Waterhouse trained as well, so we know that it's going to be here to win. Didn't go too well down the straight on debut, but looked super classy when breaking the maiden last start. Been following him since his first trial in September. Was ranked 4th out of my top 5 horses coming out of that trial, you know, the first 2-year-old trials there. I think he can measure up here. I think you can get a lot of good prices across the board, honestly, if you're willing to bet around Warroven, because everyone's obsessed with him. Like, he's into $1.80 now. Like, I mean, should be winning, but I'm happy to go around him to try and get him beat. As we move to race 8, which is the more open of the two feature races, this one is always, you know, sometimes it's won by the favourite, but a lot of the times it's won by an outsider who just comes home the best.
Times it well, yep.
You know, so you got the favourite Ninja at $1.95, but it's drawn the car park in barrier 17. So what do you make of the race, mate?
Probably the 3-year-old. The 2-year-olds always, I think, is the feature race. I believe. I always like it a lot better.
It is the number one race.
3-year-olds is always like it's a bit more annoying, but you do get that extra 200 meters where, 3-year-old can come out and do a little bit better at the extra distance. Ninja looks good, draws a better barrier. I think Tommy Berry's probably spewing about that barrier, but probably pretty confident still. But I'm going to settle with Icarian Dream with Jamie Mellum and Kieran Ma, $8 for the win, just in the each way odds. It's set up pretty nicely. It's come up and raced nicely in Eagle Farm and then trialled at the Gold Coast, coming third as well. So I'm going to settle with that. Jamie Mellum's absolutely fine, as we've always said. And good jockeys don't seem to find pressure in those big races. So it's enough's enough.
No, I don't blame you. Like, $1.95 again, if it gets to a backable price, I'm happy to be on Ninja. Classy, like, wide barrier, shit barrier. But, I mean, did seem to have the revs to be able to deal with that as it went, like, 20 wide the last start and still killed them, but again was beating up on horses that probably aren't as good as the horses he's going to face here as well. But as we mentioned, this is an outsider's race. Last few years, Bazusto $13. Abounding the year before that was, I think, like $7 that I've just read there. Fashion Legend was $23. I think the last favourite to win this race was King of Sparta.
Who dominated the Magic Millions. Love
Big Magic Millions guy, King of Sparta, that's for sure.
Yeah.
King of Sparta and 11-11.
Yeah.
Okay, Magic Millions, Ball Noah,
Love
dogs.
those silks.
Okay, they loved Gold Coast in
silly,
January.
there's some silly silks.
But I'm happy to go with Memo. Okay, another JMac horse. Call me boring, but again, he's going to rock up in races like this. And the Snowdens have trained this horse to just build every start, get better and better and better. And then now it gets to grand final day. $13 to win, $3.10 to place. Again, Ninja, very hard to beat. I'll be having a bet on it if it touches $2, but happy to bet around it as well. And Memo here.
Awesome.
We go to the Magic Millions Cup, 1,400 metres, and I'll be straight to the point. I don't care about the big weight. Yellow Brick for me, off the 1 week back up. Always been a big fan of him. Won well last week. 1 week back up shouldn't phase him. J-Mac jumps off, but you assume that that's got to be a prior booking issue rather than him going, oh, you know, I think Bazusto has a better chance here. So, I mean, he's the best horse in the field, should be winning $4.80 Yellow Brick.
Yep. Words out of my mouth, mate. Perfect. Yellow Brick shouldn't be losing that one. We move to the last. I'm settling with the favourite again, Rosalind Star. Zach Lloyd on board, $2.70. Best horse in the race yet again. Great form in Sydney, bringing it up to the Gold Coast. Hopefully can get it done. And, yeah, should finish off nicely for the punters.
Dude, is that like 6 out of the 10 that
wow.
we've got the same? Because I'm on Rosalind Star as
6
well.
or
Dicko's going to love that one. Yeah, Rosalind Star.
Dicko.
Lloyd knows the horse well and has had success. Drawn to get up on pace, not much speed. Drawn inside it. Should be in the finish at least, you'd think. I also pretty sure I saw an interview with Zach Lloyd. He's yet to ride a winner at the Magic Millions Carnival in the last few years that he's been up there. So if all else fails and he hasn't had a winner by this time on the day, hopefully he gets it here.
Yeah, he probably hasn't been caliber that he is this year though. He probably hasn't raced in many, like in the last 2 years before this, because I don't think he would have been there. I don't think he even was there 2 years ago.
He and Dill were there
For
riding
one
the
race.
beach runs, and then they had I think one ride on the day or two rides.
That's what I'm saying. He hasn't had a full card. I think he's got a lot more.
Yeah, you're right. Now he gets more rides, so he actually has more of an opportunity to. Because I think it was funny. I swear the interviewer said to him like, "Yeah, you'd be used to this now, getting a couple wins," and he said, "Oh, well, I don't actually think that I've rode a winner here before, but all right, I'm still looking for it, and I think he'll get it there." So, I mean, anything else to touch on, mate, before we go to the quaddie?
Nothing from me, man.
Well, let's go to the quaddie, mate. We got race 7, the Woolroven favourite, Knightsbridge, Seeky, and Ziplock, 1, 4, 6, 7. Race 8, you got Ninja, Icarian Dream, Memo, and Olay, 1, 2, 10, 11. Race 9, you got Yellow Brick, Pizzusto, Need Some Luck in the 300, 1, 2, 4, 15. In race 10, you got Rosalind Star, Hawker Hall, John Rambo, and then you got to put him in cash.
Yeah, name bet.
5, 12, 14, 17, $50 as always gets you 19.5%. And I mean, if you're confident in some horses, you certainly have the opportunity to go a bit skinnier on the day. I mean, realistically, I'll probably be playing it. You know, Dabble, download Dabble, use the code MOCKSPORTS if you would like to. If you're going to be doing it, make sure to gamble responsibly and set a deposit limit. But you can copy the bet straight into your bet slip. You'll have this traditional quaddie. I'm also putting a favourite quaddie on. Okay, because Woolroven, Ninja, Yellow Brick, Rosalind Star all look fantastic on paper. They could easily get the job done. Go one out, put $10 on, get 1,000% of it. Hopefully it pays like $20 and you get a 200.
Not a bad day for the doubles markets as well. I know some bookies would offer that.
That's for sure. Oh my God, I cleaned up on the doubles and trebles the year that Coolangatta and King of Sparta came in. Probably my best day on the punt ever. I was in the Hunter Valley on a not wine tour because we were like 19 and we didn't drink wine yet. We were going to
drink now, mate. Give me that.
Whatever.
Give me that shit.
But yeah, and I remember we didn't have any reception, so I had no idea what was going on. But when I got back to the hotel, my eyes popped out of my head to find out that I'd tipped the last 6 races on the card on the nose. Some favourites, some paying like $8 as well. Not only did I have them all in a win multi, I had them all in a place multi, and then I had them all in doubles. Safe to say the weekend was paid for, that's for sure.
How good.
Yes, mate. So best bet and best roughie on the card for the punters.
Best bet. I'm happy to settle with Rosalind Star, I think. Hoping you take, I don't know who you will take, but Yellow Brick's a close second, so hopefully you can cover that. But if not, that's fine. Rosalind Star for me. Best roughie. I don't know if I picked many roughies today, did I?
Doesn't have to be one you picked on the nose.
I'll go King Gutho. $21 is roughie enough.
Fair enough. My best bet of the day, Instructor in race 6. Like I said, I know a lot of people are labelling it the best of the weekend, but I just have to agree with them. That form is too good considering the field that it is in. And then my roughie of the day has to be Knightsbridge in the 2-year-old race. I feel like if anything at big odds is going to knock off Woolroven, it is going to be Knightsbridge there. Okay, so nice, quick, simple episode, under half an hour, I believe, for you guys to really ease you back into the year before we come back thick and firing in the autumn and get back to regularly scheduled programming.
Easy. If there's anything you want to see during the autumn carnival, let us know so we can start setting some stuff up, because if there's any new stuff that we like the idea of, obviously it's going to be pretty hard if you let us know first week back. So if you've got any ideas or anything you want to see or want us to talk about, by all means, send us a message, put a comment down, wherever you want. And yeah, hopefully we can sort some stuff out.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you for joining us as always.
We'll see you in autumn, punters.
See you later.